Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am back after a long absence due to some personal reasons. But anyways, I am back and happy to be back. Today's video is a tutorial, or kind of like get ready with me, I guess. Just not super chit-chatty, but on this look right here. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start with priming my eyelids. I'm going to use my MAC Painterly paint pot. The eyeshadow palette I'm going to use today is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. It looks like that. And I'm going to set my primer with a mixture of the shades Blow and Pre-Game. So it's these two here. And then for my transitions shade, I'm going to go in with the shade Commando. It's this one right here. Morphe E23. And then to define my crease, I'm going to take the shade Instinct, this one, purpley one right here. And I'm going to take that on a Morphe 521. And then on the outer V, and just further deepen up the crease on the outer corner, I'm going to take this dark purple shade called Lethal, and I'm going to use a Morphe 433. And as you can see, I deposited most of the color out here, and then when there's like next to nothing left on my brush, just going to lightly drag it in on the crease and kind of blend it. I'm going to go back in with that original Morphe E23 and just blend everything. I'm going to do some glitter on the lid, and for that I'm going to use the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Peachy Sheen. So it's kind of like a pinky color. And now I'm going to take a black pencil liner and line my upper lash line and do just like a small wing with it, and then I'm gonna smudge it out. And I'm gonna do my upper waterline as well. And then I'm going to take a flat definer brush. This is M432 by Morphe. I'm going to smudge along my lash line and smudge this wing out. I'm just going to take a makeup wipe. I'm using the simple one and clean up the outer corners. Okay, so that is like decent. I haven't done wings in a really long time, so bear with me. For primer, I'm going to use my Becca Backlight Priming Filter. As you can see, I'm getting pretty low on it. I was actually attempting to do like a project pan, so that is where I started, I think around the beginning of the year. And then last time I made a line is there, but now I'm down to here. So I use like 2 pumps, and then I'm just gonna put it on my face. And for foundation today, I'm going to use the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation, and I have the shade Supernatural RG10. So it's this one. It's very glowy. Recently I have been applying my foundation with like a fluffy brush like this. This is from BH Cosmetics in like the Booze and Polka Dot set. And then I just kind of buff the foundation on. And just for my nose area, I'm going to switch to a Morphe E8. It helps to buff in smaller areas. And now I'm going to do concealer. I think I'll try this for now. It might be a little bit too dark, but it is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the shade L3 Warm. It's a little mini I've been trying to use up. Eyes, but it matches like down there really well. So I'm going to take just the tiniest amount of the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral and just put that right like in the inner part and then blend those together. Put a little bit up here. Oops, that is too far in. I'm gonna grab a Q-tip to clean that up. There. And I'm going to go back in with, if I can get it here, back in with that Morphe E8 to blend out my concealer. Just for right in that inner corner part, I'm going to take the Real Techniques, what's this called? Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush to buff out right in here. Just a tip, when you're using like cool tone shadows, like especially like purples like I used today, you really want to make sure this like inner corner part is really bright, because that will avoid it looking like a black eye. It'll be more like just like purpley eyeshadow. And before I set my concealer, I've been doing cream contouring a lot. So one of the things I found that I really like for that is this NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Light Medium. And I use the contour side. And I've been using brushes like this to buff it out. This is the stippling brush by Real Techniques. And then I'm going to take a smaller brush. I think I'll reuse this one. This was the domed shadow brush by Real Techniques to do my bottom lip and then my nose. So I'll do my nose first. I'm going to set my under eyes now, and I'm going to use a combination of MAC Pro Emphasize and then the banana powder from Anastasia. And I use a Morphe E48. And I just kind of go like back and forth. I start with the yellow and then this one. Mostly the Emphasize because I am really pale. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm just going to lightly take some MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Light Plus. Oh, just dip my finger into it. That's nice. Yeah, this one in the shade Light Plus. And I've been using a Sigma Tapered Face F25 brush, and I just like pick it up. So I'm not really sure where my camera stopped recording. I just noticed that it did, and I can't really figure out where. But yeah, I'll just go through what I did. So for lower lash line, I took this Lethal color on the flat definer brush and put it right along the lower lash line, and then I smoked it out on a smaller blending brush with this shade right here, which is Instinct. And then I did my brow bone and highlight my inner corner with this shade right here, which is Blow. Did my eyebrows, and for that I used the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer in the shade 310 Medium Brown, and just like lightly filled them in. And for bronzer, I used this Makeup Revolution Triple Baked Bronzer in the shade Summer of Love, and it looks like that. It's like a dupe for the Too Faced Sweet Tea Bronzer. And then for blush, I used this Tarte palette. It is the Blush Bazaar. It was from the 2017 holiday collection. And I used this purpley shade right here, which is called Authentic. And for highlight, I used this Becca collab that they did. It's called Parisian Lights. And so it looks like that. And I used that on my cheekbones, in the center of my face, and then I went over my inner corner highlight and a little bit of my brow bone highlight just to bring it all together and make it look cohesive. In my waterline, I used this ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Crybaby. It's a light purple, and I put that on the bottom waterline, and then I just curled my lashes and used the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. And I also used, before I did mascara, I set my face with some MAC Fix Plus. The one I have right now is the coconut one, so it smells nice. And yeah, that's the gist. So now I'm going to figure out what lip color I want to put on, and I will be right back. For lips, I'm going to do the Lippy Pencil by ColourPop in the shade Dopey to like outline my lines. I'm going to outline my lips. I guess you probably can't see that. I'll use this mirror instead. For my actual lipstick, I'm going to use this mini that I have from Bite. It is in the shade, it's the Amuse Bouche Lip, and it's in the shade Sugarcane. So it's just like a nice like nudie pink. And this is the finished look. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, my first video back at doing this. If you did, like I said, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know any kind of videos you want to see, and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. And I will see you next time. Bye! Oh no.